Hello, welcome. Today I'm just going to be filming a good old-fashioned Empties video. I love Empties videos because you can hear about products from someone that used them enough to completely finish them. So I think they're valuable to watch, and then it also makes me excited to make them myself. And another bonus for me is that I can finally get this garbage out of my room. So I'm always super excited to film one for that reason alone, along with the other reason that I just mentioned. I've only filmed one of these so far this year, so I feel like I'm kind of overdue for this, and I have a couple products that I can tell you about. So the first one, I don't really count like bathroom products, like shower products and stuff like that into my inventory, and I don't really talk about them that much, but I figured I would talk about this because I hauled it last year after the VIB sale. I'm gonna hold it kind of far back because it's like a face wash that I've been using for a year and it doesn't look that great. This is the Herbivore Pink Cloud Creamy Jelly Cleanser. So I got it last April, and I know I didn't start using it right away, and I've also had it finished and just sitting in my bathroom for a couple weeks, but it lasted me like a good part of a year. My feelings on this is that it has kind of like an odd scent to it. But I think I prefer this scent over no scent. Like, I like things that are scented. It just makes it feel like a more luxurious experience to me. And the cleansing, like, it was fine. I think I mentioned when I got this that this is less product than the Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser that I had been using previously. So because of that, I'm kind of surprised at how long this lasted. I wouldn't have thought I would have been able to use it for like almost a year. But I think, I don't know, I have a couple like little samples in my bathroom that I'm trying to use up now before I make a cleanser purchase. And actually I have like a Drunk Elephant, is it Drunk Elephant? I have a Sunday Riley gift set that my boyfriend's mom got me for my birthday, and that has a face wash in it that I'm really excited to use because that's way fancier than something I would have bought for myself. But after that, I might go back to the Glossier one, just because, I don't know, it's like a better value than this one is. Yeah, I don't know, mixed feelings. I like this one. I wasn't disappointed with it, but I think a little bit of a weird scent, even though I just said that I prefer the weird scent over no scent. I don't know how to review skincare products, can you tell? But yeah, this was fine. I'm happy to work through it, and I'm happy to try something new afterwards. I don't plan on repurchasing this. I guess that's the point that I'm trying to reach. Yeah. Next I have a dry shampoo. I've been going through like a little bit of like a dry shampoo saga because I've never been a big dry shampoo person, but then I had like a sample of this Dry Bar one that I used up last fall, and I loved that one. And that made me realize like this must be what people get out of dry shampoo that makes them like it so much, because it really did refresh my hair and make it last like additional days. Previously to that, my experience with dry shampoo was like, maybe it'll make my hair okay for like today, but it's gonna feel gross and I still have to wash it as soon as possible. But I was waiting to repurchase that one until I finished up this one. This is the Amika Perk Up Dry Shampoo. I think it does do a good job. I don't think it's as good as that Dry Bar one, but I think it doesn't make my hair feel like hard or gross. This one though does give me quite a white cast, and I feel like I can't totally shake it out like I can with the Dry Bar one. So for that reason, I don't love this one. I know people also say they love the scent of Amika products, and like I like the scent of like the hair mask, but I don't really get a scent from this. So overall, like it was fine to use, but it's definitely not something I'll be repurchasing. I'm getting the Dry Bar one. Actually, I already got the Dry Bar one, but yeah. I have two more hair products that I'll show you quickly. The first one is this Hot Toddy Heat and UV Protectant from Dry Bar. I really like Dry Bar's hair products, if you can't tell. I've used this one a couple of times, and I do like it for like when I get out of the bath and my hair is wet and I know I'll be heat styling it and I'll put some of this in. But since it's a cream, I can't use it on hair that's already dry. And a lot of the times if I know I'm going to be heat styling it, I want to kind of like minimize my heat damage by letting it air dry overnight, and then like in the morning or the next day, then I'll go in with heat. So I guess technically I could put this on and then let it air dry, but I find the detangler to be kind of like this and more. The detangler from them also has a heat protectant, and I find that to be super effective in detangling my hair when I need it. So I kind of feel like this is an unnecessary product for me if I have another product that does this and more, and it's a spray-on, so my hair doesn't have to be wet when I put it in. So yeah, I like this, but I won't be repurchasing it because I like the detangler. My last hair product for today is this Briojio Curl Charisma Cream. The thing about this is that I went to use it the other day, and I saw that it was already empty and sitting on my shelf, and I just wanted to bring this up because I think that's a problem about having a collection that's kind of out of your control. That like I literally have garbage sitting on my shelf taking up space, and I don't know it's garbage because it's probably been so long since I finished this up. So we are officially calling it an Empties today. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about some makeup because I think that's kind of like the funnest thing to be an empty. And I actually have like a decent amount of products. Let's talk about two highlighters first. I have the Balm Mary Luminizer. This is a really nice highlight shade for me. I like highlighters that blend in with my skin tone and don't look too dark, and they're also not too like glow to the gods that I look ridiculous or I feel ridiculous wearing them. And this one meets that mark, but I've had this for so long and like it doesn't excite me. And like maybe I'm asking for too much by wanting it to be like this perfect subdued product but also be exciting. But like that's kind of how I feel. So I don't know. I love these like satisfying super empty pans though. Like I did that. It's taken me so many years, but I did that. And like I do like the product. Maybe it's even like just the packaging. Maybe if it was like from another brand and new and exciting that I would like it more. I don't know. I don't know what my point is here, but I'm not rushing to rebuy this. I guess that's my point. Next I have this Ofra Highlighter. This was in the shade Pillow Talk. And this one I'm so excited to be done with because I've also had this for many years. This was like a super blingy light pink highlighter that I used to wear on my cheeks sometimes, and in recent years I feel like embarrassed for my past self that I ever did that because it's just so bright. It's so bright. So in more recent years I've only used it for my inner corner, and it took a lot out of me to finish it up, but I did, and I'm really happy about that. Next I have this powder. This is from Mana Kadar that I feel like maybe I've only heard like Tarte talk about or something. I think it's more of like a makeup artist brand. This I got because I have a friend who is a friend who's a makeup artist, and she gave my friend a lot of things and my friend gave me things, so that's what I got this from. This is the Flawless Finish Dual Powder in the shade C3 Flawless Linen. I did enjoy using this powder. I felt like it had really nice pigment to it. I use like a powder every day to set my under eyes after I put concealer on, and for this one I feel like it really added an extra level of coverage that I don't always get from finishing powders. So I haven't even like thought about this in terms of repurchasing. I don't even know where I'd get that. I haven't even Googled it. I have other powders that I'm using up now, and like I feel like powders don't excite me enough to want to go out of my way to order from like a strange website, to pay shipping, to get this powder again. Maybe I'll think about those terms once I actually don't have any more powders that I'm trying to work through, but I did really like it, so I don't know, maybe I will consider that in the future. But like if it fell into my lap, or if it became available at like Ulta or Sephora and I need a new finishing powder, and it's vegan, and it's cruelty-free. I don't even know about like those statuses because it was just like given to me for free. Yeah, I would consider it. One more powder product. This is Shayna B Miami. It's a blush in the shade Bellini. This I got in an Ipsy bag many years ago. It was a really pretty color. You could see it in my blush collection that I posted sometime last year. I swatched it on my arm and I was like, oh, this is a nice color. And I used the hell out of it, and it's done. I'm not in the market for new blushes. I have some blushes that I really like, and I really want to curate my blush collection down more. So I'm not looking to repurchase this or anything, but it's a kind of product that like I was happy to use it while I had it, but I have no intentions of ever owning it again. The last of my makeup products is this Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer. I have it in the shade 110 Nude Ivory. I'm really loyal to my Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I've found that like ever since it came out, every time I stray and I buy a new product, I feel like I need another layer underneath, like a corrector, because the other concealers don't offer me enough coverage. Like, I really have no complaints about Tarte Shape Tape. And at this point, I'm like, I shouldn't even be trying new concealers because they're not going to be as good as Tarte Shape Tape. And if I have no complaints about Tarte Shape Tape, why would I even try? My feeling about this is that it's my second favorite concealer. It doesn't give me quite the same coverage as Tarte Shape Tape, but it is more accessible. It's available at drugstores and at Ulta, and it's cheaper, and I wouldn't use it as like a replacement for Tarte Shape Tape, but I feel like if I want a concealer to like stick in my bag or something, or maybe even just something for a vacation, that I don't mind if it isn't as heavy, because I want to kind of like look like I have no makeup on, but just really nice under eyes, you know? Like, so I would consider repurchasing this one for that reason. But like, it's not a replacement for my Tarte Shape Tape, but it's the only concealer that I can imagine owning in conjunction with my Tarte Shape Tape. Oh, actually, I lied. I have one more makeup product. This is the Tarte Found Sealer. This was like the mini size of it. I was really excited about this foundation when it came out. I think just because Tarte has such a good color match for me. Their Fair Light Neutral is just really good for me in every formula that they have. So I'm genuinely excited when they come out with a foundation, and I'm not really excited for other brands to come out with foundations. But my feeling on this is that it's so thick, and I hate that kind of thick foundation nowadays. I'm just like a really like light coverage tinted moisturizer kind of girl nowadays, like tinted moisturizer on the skin and then my Tarte Shape Tape on my under eyes. And this was just like going against that. Like, I don't think it's a bad foundation, and I think that I'm just not the right judge for it. But for me, it was kind of like I was desperate to use it up, and I was mixing it in with my Glossier Future Dew also to kind of like sheer it out a little bit more. And that worked for me, but like even so, I wasn't wearing it out. It was just like, oh, if I'm filming and that's it, I'll put on this in my Future Dew. So I used it up, and I'm happy that I used it up. I have two skin products. The first one is this Charlotte Tilbury Charlotte's Magic Serum Charlotte's Magic Serum Crystal Elixir. This was just like a little sample. I think it came from Sephora, maybe. And I was using this before bed, but I have like absolutely no thoughts about it. It didn't, like, I know with skincare, like, it takes a couple weeks or whatever to like notice results. But then also like you have to like keep everything 100% consistent and only change one thing to even be able to know what did it. So I feel like with skincare, I really just judge it on the experience of using it and on any immediate results. Like, you can tell with some products that your skin just like feels more soft after. Like that's a concrete interpretation, you know? Or like if it has a really nice scent, or if it feels really nice on your fingers when you rub it in. Like, that's the kind of thing I look for. And this didn't really do any of that. And on top of that, I don't know, like Charlotte Tilbury is a nice brand, but there's some brands that I kind of just like don't trust with my skin. And I'm nervous to like rub it all over my face because like my skin's pretty good and I don't want to do anything to jeopardize that. So I used it up, and that's that. The last skincare product I have is Lemare Moisturizing Soft Cream. This I had gotten from a friend who was able to get some from work, and I had two of them, and this is my final one that I just finished up. I don't really understand it, but I did kind of feel like a really cool person when I used it. They're not cruelty-free. I'll say that also. So like I would never purchase it myself, but it was kind of like given to me like, do you want this? We have a million of them. And I'm like, okay. So I used it. As I'm saying it, I feel like it sounds really sketchy, and it's not sketchy. It's just like, I don't understand. I've been using this for like, actually probably a couple years now, because it's been so long for me to use up the two of them. And I gotta say, I did like the experience of putting it on, but like I would never spend like $200 or $300, however much it costs for this jar. I would never spend that, even if it was cruelty-free. Okay, we're getting to the end. The next product is this Skin Volve Body Karate Cream, Caffeine and Argan Oil. It's a body lotion that I got in BeautyCon box when that was a thing a really long time ago. I hope that one day I will be done with all of my BeautyCon box products. I think it's pretty ridiculous that I'm still working through things. But I really did enjoy this body cream. I'm not sure, I feel like, I don't know where I got that this smelled like rose. Maybe I had Googled it when I first got it and to see if it was vegan or something, which it is or was. And I think maybe there it said it had a subtle rose scent. So because of that, I was like, I like rose scents. And then it took me a while to realize that I don't like rose scents. Maybe this smells like argan oil. I don't know. I do like this cream. It felt very soft going on. It didn't feel greasy. I would use it on my legs before bed and stuff. It took me forever to use up, but I'm really not a loyal body lotion type of person. So I'm happy to have made progress in using this up. I think it's the kind of thing also that similar to that Mana Kadar powder, if this was available at Ulta and I needed a body cream and I saw this there, I would probably repurchase it. But I'm not going to Google it and then order it from some website I've never heard of and pay extra shipping and all that just to have it again. Next, I have this perfume sample. This is the Replica Mason Margiela. I don't think Replica is cruelty-free, but I have this as a little add-on whatever from Sephora, and I do like the scent of this. I don't think it's something that if a cruelty-free brand came out with this identical scent, I don't think I would purchase it, but I think it kind of smelled nice. It smells like a spooky, sexy library. And I enjoyed using it while I had it. And then the final thing for today's Empties video is this candle. This was a gift to me a couple years ago. And when I got it, I thought it smelled like the most amazing thing ever, and it made me not light it for so long, and I'm trying to get out of that because, it doesn't anymore smell like the most amazing thing ever to me, and I wonder if I would have had, the best time in the world lighting this when it smelled so amazing to me. You know? You wait so long to use something because you like it so much, so then when you actually do use it, you don't like it as much anymore. But, it's still nice. It just doesn't, blow my mind. Either way, it's White Barn Scented Candle. I think that means it's from White Barn. Is that a place that people buy candles? I remember looking it up at the time and it's not a cruelty-free brand. I think that also deterred me from lighting it because I was once I use this, I'll never have it again. But I'm okay with that now. It was fine to use. I enjoyed it. I don't dislike the scent. I just don't think the scent is the most amazing thing in the world like I once thought. And that's everything for today. I'm really excited to get this garbage out of my room. And yeah, I hope that was fun to watch. If you enjoyed this, please give me a like and subscribe. There's a lot of declutter and using what you have type of content on my channel. So if that sounds good to you, I'd love to have you along. And thank you so much for being here. Bye.